Never over till there's a button. James Taylor, Mexico. That's off of the Flag album, but that was from our live performance at Blossom Music Center, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, I think 1979. I have to check, 78 or 79, I think it was 79. And it was James and myself, Waddy Wachtel, Danny Korchmar, Russ Kunkel, and Don Grolnick. And it was Arnold McCuller and David Lasley singing background. With us in that show was David Sanborn, but he wasn't on the track Mexico. So he was off in the wings, like doing something. I don't know what the hell Sanborn did when he wasn't playing, but the thought of it scares me to death. That's kind, I always loved that song. I love that tour. It's probably the zenith of our touring with James was that show. There were lots of great shows, but that was really a magical evening that we went through there. And so I just wanted to visit it. And there's so many songs of James's that, that I want to play. It's hard to find live performances. And if I did the one to the album track, I might get nailed for copyright or whatever it was that I was having all my issues with earlier songs with James. I don't know. So hopefully I won't have any problems with this one. But when we were in the studio, it was great. I think David Crosby and Graham Nash sang background on it. I think Harley sang on the album. There was a whole bunch of guest artists and different people involved on it. Peter Asher produced it, and Val Garay engineered at Sound Factory in Hollywood. And it was, those were magical times. I mean, just, you know, my memories of those are really, really all really beautiful. Everybody was at the top of their game, and there was another time in this business that was just, it was really a creative time. We weren't under pressure to like, get it done, get it done. We were able to just go in and really work on things. I remember when we did Traffic Jam, Russ kept trying to, you know, dig around with his kit, trying to get something to sound right. And we ended up using a bunch of cardboard boxes, and he sat with brushes just playing on cardboard boxes, and it was great. You know, it was, you know, those times you got to get away with that kind of stuff. But so I think that's it for today. I've gotten a couple of messages from people that are asking me about like some of the foreign artists I've worked with, and I want to get to some of that. A guy just wrote to me today about Yuming, and I've worked with a lot of Japanese artists over the year: Yuming Matsutoya, Iruka, Mari Hamada, Rua Seto. There's lots and lots and lots. I've done probably a good 100 albums at least with Japanese artists, and then South American and a lot of European, German, Italian, French. All the years I spent with Veronique Sanson. I'll do some Veronique Sanson. She's really a remarkable artist. And the Eddie Mitchells and all these. It's fascinating to me, and that's been one of my favorite things about my career, has been the opportunity to work with artists from other countries and just get a feel for, you know, most of the time they're doing pop music, but it's always got the spin of that culture mixed into it. And sometimes, like on the Japanese projects, we would be playing rock and roll, and they would bring in like a shakuhachi player to work on it also, and you'd get like some traditional instruments. It was really cool. It really kind of tweaked your brain a little bit. You went, oh man, that sound, you know, somebody playing rock and roll koto or things like that. So I'm just going to, under the circumstances of the world we're living in, I'm going to wish you the best possible day you can have at it. I'm going to explore some other things to do musically. I've got a couple of a cappella things I've been asked to do, and I just texted with Judith Owen, and we're going to go back in the studio this coming Monday and do some more recording. And for her and I, it's real easy because we're in Dave Bianco's studio with the great Dave Bianco, who was so deeply a part of our process with Judith, and he passed away. But his studio family's still running it, and so we're going to be there. But they have a beautiful piano in an ISO booth, so Judith will be in that, and I'll be on the outside of the ISO booth looking through the window at her, and the engineer will be on the other side in the control room. So we'll be safe, and we'll be masked and everything when we're together, so I'm comfortable with that. And that's about it. And man, you know, there's times where I kind of sit here and I think, you know, I'm just making videos every day. I'm thinking about the people that are out there every day putting their lives on the line. I see them on the news at night. I see what they're going through, and it is so humbling. I mean, I kind of sit here and I go, what the hell am I doing? Because I'm looking at these doctors and nurses and all the people that are really putting their lives in harm's way, and they're giving up being with their families and everything to try to get us through all of this. So, man, my heart is totally with those people. I don't mean to denigrate what I do, but there's just times where you see some other people that are doing something, and you just kind of question the validity of you know what you're up to. But you know, it is what it is. So, man, my heart's with everybody out there that's doing it. So respect them, give them your heartfelt thanks, because they've really earned it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Sounds good to me. So take care.